laps. Deal Auto Group, they are located 3 miles south of Butler on Route 8. Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Toyota, Scion. Check out their Toyota truck here tonight. They also provide us with a beautiful Ram safety truck. And they have a new dealer, City Stampede weekend, the Kodiak Memorial. And Matt Williamson from St. Catharines, Ontario, won last Friday night here. Rain is out. It's a couple of those Buckeye hot shoes starting up front. Rex King Jr. and Jim Weller Jr. And Weller with great straightaway speed on the back chute leads into 3. Schwartzlander quickly into 3rd. Weller in front, King Jr. second, Schwartzlander 3rd, Steve Fetter is 4th. Fifth right now is Eric Martin to his outside as Jeremiah Shingledecker runs out of room there and dives to the low side. Spin! Eric Gabaney into 3, off the banking, and when he went up, he caught the 28 of Tom Winkle. Gabaney into 3 east. See what happens. Get those rained out alerts instantaneously by signing up at Lernerville.com. Look for the link to rainedout.com. Green waves again. Jim Weller Jr., Rex King Jr., and Brian Schwartzlander are headed to turn number 3 in that order. Steve Fetter is 4th. Jeremiah Shingledecker has moved to 5th. Eric Martin in the 29, sideways coming off the board, gathers it up. The Liberty Steel 31 running stout. He had a good night going here last Friday. Dave Regis in the 27R with a problem on the back straightaway, and the caution is out again. From the mall at Robinson on Route 60 in McKees Rocks. Weller, one of those places where you can find those Dodge Ram trucks. Into turn 1. Weller on the inside and King on the outside has got momentum coming off at 2. Weller still in front, but Cooter King are right in behind him. Schwartzlander 3rd. Into 4, a little contact, and King goes around. Williamson is caught up. He gets 5, but some damage behind. Davey Murdoch, Rex King Sr., Brad Rapp, and Tom Winkle in the wrong place at the wrong time again. Rex King Jr. in the 165. Rex King Jr. looks like he'll be able to continue. The, one driver who's not here tonight, but when the big money has been on the line here of late, he has been the man to beat, and that's Dale Blaney. He won the World of Outlaw Commonwealth Class here last September, and then also picked up the $3,000 win here in the Steel City Stampede 3 weeks ago. So he's won in his last 2 appearances here at the racetrack, and he'll come to town with the All-Stars next week. He leads the All-Star Sprint point standings. Timmy Schaefer is 2nd. Cap Henry. Tommy Winkle still out there. Brad Rapp, some of the cars involved in that caution. Rex King Sr. Off we go another time. Your leader is Weller. Schwartzlander 2nd. Shingledecker trying to move into 3rd, and Williamson comes to 4th. Fetter drops to 5th to the 45. Jim Weller Jr. and Matt Williamson off the bottom of turn 2. Moves up into the 3rd spot. Shingledecker passes him right back off of 4. Fetter and Gaitis are next. Quite the race we've got going on for second, third, and fourth. Shingledecker on the inside has the spot at the A&B scoring loop. Schwartzlander passes him back off the outside of turn 2, and now Matt Williamson around Shingledecker into third. But he slips up just enough in 4 for Shingledecker to come back on the inside. And Williamson still third, Shingledecker fourth, Fetter fifth, Gaitis up to 6, Gabaney is 7. Jim Weller with a big lead. "15 laps to go, 15 to go. Matt Williamson challenging Brian Schwartzlander for second. They raced each other hard last Friday night here, back and forth. Williamson into the second spot now. Schwartzlander drops 1 to third. Brian to the inside of Williamson in turn 4. Williamson still has the spot. Shingledecker is 4th. Fetter 5th. Gaitis 6th. Gabaney 7th. Rapp is 8th. Rex King Jr. 9th. And Skip Moore is 10th. Brian Bales in the 11. About to be lapped by Jim Weller Jr. Matt Williamson 1.8 seconds behind the race leader. Gabaney around Gaitis into turn 3 for 6th. Rapp moves to 7th. Gaitis drops to 8th. King is 9th. Skidmore is 10th. Jim Weller Jr. leads down the back chute. Matt Williamson boxed in behind the lap car. Has to go to the top shelf. Around the 11 of Brian Bales. Two and a half seconds behind. Weller's lead actually is growing. Schwartzlander and Shingledecker 3rd and 4th. Fetter is 5th. Ten laps from Sheets Victory Lane. Jim Weller Jr. from Hubbard, Ohio. Jumped in front early, and man, he has been stout all race long. Career wins for Jim Weller Jr. here at Lernerville. None since 2010. Matt Williamson is closing in a hurry. Williamson has cut that lead down to less than a second. It was 2.5 seconds just a few laps ago. Weller in traffic, having to fight the handle. Down the back straightaway, trying to lap Carl Murdoch into turn number 3. Williamson now boxed in the 6 car. We've got 6 to go. 6 to go. Schwartzlander, Shingledecker, and Gabaney is now rallying. He's up to 5th into 3. Remember, he was in a wreck early in this one, had to go all the way to the back. Clear racetrack for Jim Weller Jr. Matt Williamson trying to come home a winner 2 weeks in a row. Off of 4. 5 more laps. Shingledecker alongside of Schwartzlander for 3rd into turn 1 as they work lap traffic. Weller through 3 and 4. Williamson closes more. 4 more laps to go. 4 to go into turn 1. Jim Weller Jr. drifts up high and leaves the inside lane open, and here comes Matt Williamson. Both cars now slide into turn number 4. Down the front stretch. 3 to go into turn 1, side by side. Williamson on the very bottom. Caution is out. 165 of Rex King Jr. over the banking. Caution out for the 165. Rain is out. Weller climbs the outer banks, tries to get a little momentum down the back straightaway. Going to give Matt Williamson a run into turn number 3. Side by side behind those two for third and fourth. Weller up high, trying to carry that momentum. Williamson off the bottom, 2 car lengths ahead. Shingledecker now to third. Weller able to keep pace with Matt Williamson through the corners. Williamson hooking up, coming off on the bottom shelf. Brad Rapp has made his way to the top 5. 1 lap to go, 1 more lap to go. Rex King Sr. as well got some momentum coming. Oh, car flipping, red is out. Car flipped up in turn number 1. It's Rex King Jr., Cooter King, that went up and over. He went over, came back down on all fours, but Rex King Jr., Cooter King in the 165. Up and over, safety personnel arriving on the scene. Rex King Jr. telling the track officials or the helpers that got there that he's okay. Relaying that information to his dad, Rex Sr., race director Greg Wheeling on the receiver communication, able to tell his dad, who still, of course, very much in this race in the 65. You can see Rex Sr. give Greg the thumbs up when he relayed the news to him. So now we have a 26-lap race. 26-lap race as we must run 2 consecutive green flag laps. Here they come side by side to turn 4, and the green is back out. Weller again hard in on the outside. Williamson off the bottom, off of turn 2. Schwartzlander, Rapp, and King trying to all get by Shingledecker. White flag is waving. The cards are being shuffled. Schwartzlander back into third. Off of 2, it's Matt Williamson trying to make it 2 wins in a row. Off the 4th turn he comes. Checkered flag waving for St. Catherine, Ontario's Matt Williamson over Jim Weller, Ryan Schwartzlander, Jeremiah Shingledecker, and Rex King. He did not inherit this one. He came from the 10th starting spot, took the lead on lap. Come on over here, Matt. Here's your Turner Premium Iced Tea, one of our new marketing sponsors this year. It'll taste pretty good when you get back into the pits, I'm sure. Good job.
Yeah, I can't wait to get some of that iced tea. I mean, first off, I hope Rex is all right. I heard he took a bad tumble up there, so hope he's all right. But, I mean, we earned this one tonight, so nobody was light in front of us. So, I mean, it feels good. Hopefully we'll put a show on, and, I mean, I just love being here, and this is what I want to do every week. So.
Well, the track, you could run it from top to bottom. You sort of found a spot right off the bottom of each turn. It was just your hot spot.
Yeah, I mean, we had good drive off today. We weren't very good last week, and we made some changes, talked to the guys from Bilstein Shocks, and we tried something totally different. We tried it in Florida, and it worked there, and tried the exact same thing tonight, and it worked pretty good. So,
people you need to thank?
Of course, my sponsors, Picknell Racing Products, Chuck Cece builds one hell of a motor, S&W Service Center, Bilstein Shocks, of course. Everybody that gets me here, my crew, they come down with me for the long drive, so I got to thank them for sure.
So now off to Merrittville tomorrow night in Canada?
Yeah, off to Merrittville. Hopefully we can sweep the weekend, but we thought that last weekend didn't work out so well, so.
Good luck.
Thank you.
How about a nice hand, folks, for Matt Williamson, your winner in the Deal Auto Group Dirt Car Modifieds.